Okay, good day. Pradesh, are you hear my voice?
Yes, able to hear.
Okay, good. And then one more person is present. I think name is Ilakya. Okay, good. Okay, last class just I want recap all those things because I am not satisfied because only just I recap in rapid speed last class session. Pratyus, shall I take that class once again?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
The
Okay.
data and seek and tell that one was.
Yes. That I okay. Now, today class session is enclosed file handling. How to develop file handling concept using Python language. The initially we should learn how to make a file. Here I described right hand side found the description, left hand side found program codings. So you just first here read it. Here we are using two essential functions in file handling. What is the purpose of this function then? Encode function convert value from string to binary. Decode function convert value from binary to string. These are most important in file handling when we are develop file handling concept in binary format. In case two kind of file format is available here. One is text file format, another one is binary file format. So what I try to say, in case you are using the text file format, then we can develop limited features. Text file format support limited features only. Binary file format only support whole features. For example, if you want search data from end of file to backward, that feature is not available in text file format. For next one, I want search data from current position to end of position. This feature is also not available in text file format. Because of that only, because of the only, most of the programmer does not suggest text file format. Most of the programmers suggest binary file format only. Most of the content is also found in binary file format. For example, document file, image file, audio file, video file, these are also found always in binary file format, binary format. So because only I also suggest binary file format. So but user knows string only. How to convert string to binary, then compulsory we should depending on encode function. Encode function convert value from string to binary. Because of only here we are depending encode function. Okay, I want read file content from I want read whole content from file. In that time we should depending on decode function. Decode function convert value from binary data type to string data type. A decode function convert value from binary data type to string data type. Encode function convert value from string data type to binary data type. So when I use encode function, when if you want store data into file, that time use encode function. When read data from file, that time use decode function. Again I repeat it, when if you want store data into file, that time you should use encode function. When if you want read data from file, that time you should use decode function. Now you know, now I think you are too clear these function when we are used. Next, what is the purpose of open function? This is not a method. Here we should mention function. What? Okay. What is the purpose of Open function. Open function, open a file as per mentioned mode. Here lots of mode available. Here we are seeing three modes only. One is write mode, another one is read mode, another one is append mode. Okay, here we have mentioned the open function syntax. Syntax means is nothing. It's according to computer formula. Max then we are called as formula. Computer then we are called as syntax. Okay, what is the syntax of open function? First we should mention open. Next we should mention file name. Next we should mention file mode. This open function open a file in memory. Okay, see here. Now we are entering into here itself. Here we are store some content in string format. That string format content are ABCD /n, EFGH /n, IJKL /n. What I did, sir? Now we are stored in this format: ABCD, new line, EFGH, new line, IJKL. So new line. 4, 4, 4. 4 into 3. 12. 12 characters are found here. Sir, how many new lines are found? Here found one new line. Here found second new line. Here found third new line. So here found three new lines. See here, here found first new line. Here found second new line. Here found third new line. So 12 plus 3, 15. So 15 bytes we are trying to store in a file. I think now you are too clear. Okay, already I told you these contents are found in string format. If you want convert, now this variable has string data. If you want convert this string data into binary, then compulsory we should use encode of ASCII. This function helps for convert value from string to binary. Okay. Now binary value again stored in same variable f data. Okay. Now here try to open one file in write mode. Here I tried to open one file in write mode. File name is intro.txt. File mode is write. Format is binary. Now here we are writing it. WB mode L for making new file in binary write mode. What is the meaning of W? W means write mode. B means binary format. Here we are trying to make a new file, then compulsory we should mention W. In case file already exists, then that kind of file is also overwritten. For example, already intro.txt file is found in this system, then in this system plus I mentioned path, then that file erased as well as new file created. This kind of concept called as file overwriting. WB mode help for making new file in binary write mode. Okay, now you are too clear. W mode making new file, that's all, otherwise nothing. Okay, next one. Here we are trying to develop one more method. This is called as method. Why this is don't called as function, then right before part has dot. Which one function starts with dot? That kind of function called as method calling part. So here don't call write as function. Here write called as method, since write before part has dot. Dot before part has object. That object name is fi. That object created by open function. Open function create one object. Here we are assign object name. This is user wish. User can assign any name to here. Compulsory, no need to mention fi. Here I mention fi for file. Because of that only here I mention fi. Okay. Write method, write binary data into file. Write method, write binary data into file. Since what I tried to say here, already I told to you, here we are convert value from string to binary. That converted binary value stored into file with help of write method. Next, finally we are trying to close a file. Now here finally we are trying to close a file. Okay. Next here mention file created. Otherwise nothing. Here we have mentioned file created for our confirmation. Okay, successfully file created or not. Okay, good. Now here entering, I want close this file. Okay, because I want entering into PyCharm IDE. I also close this. Okay. Here, okay, again I open it. Sorry. Again I open it. Here some descriptions are missing. Okay. What is that then? Write method syntax is file object and then write method name, and then here we should mention the content. Maybe that content found in text format or binary format. That is your wish. Now here finally what is the purpose of close? Here we have mentioned the close. Close method, close opened file. Compulsory we should mention close method. In case we are not mentioned close method, then that kind of file locked by memory. So in case I am not close that file, then that file locked in memory. We can't delete that kind of file until shutdown or sign out user. Okay, good. Now I think you are too clear. Here I mentioned fi object. Here we are develop close method for call close method. Since I want close that file, close method close opened file from memory. Now I think you are too clear. Okay. Here I want minimize. Okay. Return back to the PyCharm. Here I choose PyCharm. Now already I opened this file. Okay. Before I want check it out, this intro file is found or not. Yes, this file is already found. Again here I press right mouse button as well as delete. Okay, now file is deleted. Now intro.txt file not found here. Verify. Here all file names are starts with P. So here not found intro.txt. Okay. Now again we are entering into PyCharm. Here I press right mouse button as well as press run menu item for execute this program. Now this program return output for our confirmation file created. Now here I minimize PyCharm. Here I want check it out, file is created or not. Yes, file is created at 1921. What is the file size? It's a 15 bytes. Okay. Again I press here I will try to open that file plus. See here, this is that file content. Now here we are developed 3 lines. Each line has 4 characters. So here found 3 lines. 4 into 3, 12 plus 3 new lines, 12 plus 3, 15. So that is called as file size. So 15 bytes are available here. I think now you are too clear. If you have doubt, you please raise question. Pratyush, are you clear?
One thing, said like new line will be 2 bytes.
Yeah, yes, that is text format file.
Okay.
But here we are created binary format file. See here, one sec, again I will show it. Here we are created binary format file. Are you clear?
Yeah, now clear.
Binary format file allocate only 1 byte to new line. Text file format only allocate 2 bytes to new line.
Okay, good.
Okay, good. Now here we are trying to open. Okay, one more person is available. Ilakya is understand this concept?
This is my first class.
Okay.
So I will try to cope up with your knowledge.
Okay, already you know Python.
No, I just know little bit of introduction, but not this much.
Okay, may I know what's your core field?
Yeah, I am from France, but
No. Your core field is CS department, right? Computer science.
yeah.
Okay. You just try to understand this programs. Okay. Are you got it already? The previous class video.
No, I didn't get it. Anyway, I will just try to catch from here.
Okay. Just I want to raise this kind of question to you. Are you understand my teaching wavelength?
Yes, I can. Yeah.
Okay, good. Okay, I continue. Okay, here we are open the next file. Okay, here try to open that file content. Okay, good. What I did, sir? The next program file example for how to read file content from file. Next example, how to read file content from file. Already we know that what is the purpose of encode and decode function. Okay, good. Now in the first program helps encode function, since we are wants to store our data into file. If you want to store our data into file, then first of all we should convert our data from string format into binary format. So in that place used encode function. Now here we are read content from file. So here we should develop decode function. Okay, now here I try to open one file, same file, intro.txt, but here I mention RB. RB mean for what? Here I mention RB mode help for RB mode help for open a file in binary read mode. So if you want read content, then compulsory we should use file in read mode. Why here we are mentioned B, then we are our file content found in binary format, because of the only here we are mentioned B. Okay, next one, open function return value stored into fi variable. Here fi don't call variable, since open function return object, because of the only here we are said fi is also object. Here we are develop one method, name is called as read. This method read whole content from file, as well as readed file content stored into one variable, name is called as f data. You can assign here any variable name. Here I assign f data variable store file content. Next, here I try to close file. Compulsory you should close a file, don't forget. Okay, here I try to display file data, but file data default format found in binary format. So binary format found in this way. Easily we can't understand. Please try to understand what is my answer. We can understand binary format data but not an easily. For example, see here, this is called as string. Already you know that the string qualifier is single quote, double quote or triple double quote, but here we are mentioned single quote. Okay, good. Now the single quote before part, carefully watch it out. Single quote before part has B. That B indicate this B indicate literal of binary. For example, single quote inside found binary data. So this literal indicate following content data type is binary. So this literal indicate following content data type is binary, because of that only here mentioned B. So this B called as binary literal. Okay, now here displayed ABCD /n, EFGH /n, IJKL /n. Technical person knows what is the purpose of /n. /n mean for new line. Okay. In case non-technical persons don't know what is the purpose of /n. So what I try to say, here found binary data, decode of ASCII method convert value from binary to string. That converted data again stored in same variable. Before conversion, f data has binary data. After that we are develop decode method for convert value from binary to string. That converted string value again stored into f data. Finally here try to display string data value. Since decode function returns string value, that value stored in f data. Finally f data value display by print function. Easily we can understand what is the purpose of. Okay, easily we can read file content. Since this is found in readable format, easily understandable format. Because of that only we are depending on decode function. Decode function convert value from binary format into string format. Now this is one of the example for how to read file from file. How to read content from file. This is one of the example for how to read content from file. Here mention what is the syntax of read method. Compulsory we should mention file object. Here we are mention the file object name is fi, as well as here we are develop read method. Here also we are develop or call read method. What is the purpose of read method then? Read method read content from file. So I think this is you are too clear. If you are doubt then you please raise question. Pradyush or Ilakya, if you are any doubt from this program, then you please raise question. I am ready to explain. No doubt. Okay, good. Next, this is our file content. We know that. What is our file content? ABCD 4 bytes /n take 1 bytes. So totally first line occupied 5 bytes. Second line has 4 letters. So 4 bytes gone. Next /n new line occupied 1 bytes. 4 plus 1 5 bytes. IJKL occupied 4 bytes. Each character occupied each bytes. So /n is also occupied 1 byte. 4 plus 1 5. Now totally the file size is 15 bytes. Now how to find out file size by Python program? But here we are okay, sorry, here we are read file content first. Initially here we are read file content. Since here I mentioned the read mode plus that file found in binary format. So here we are read binary data from file. Here we are try to read whole file content using read method. That readed content size find by len function. Len function find out given value data size. Given value data size. For example, here given value data size is 15 because here we are mentioned how we set 15. Okay, len function find out data size 15. That 15 value stored into one variable name is called as fs. The full form is file size. You can mention any name here itself. Compulsory you no need to mention fs. Finally I want try to close the file. Okay, here I want try to display fs variable has value. Fs variable has value is 15. This is one of the example for how to find out file size. But this is worst case. This is not best case. How then? Here our file density is too low. Here our file density, it means here our file size is too low. Because of that only here in this program process in rapid speed. For example, here I mention video file. That video file capacity is 4 GB. Then 4 GB data first of all stored in memory. After that len function read data size from memory. Initially we should store file content into memory. After that we can read memory has data size using len function. So what I try to say, don't store your data in memory, but I want find out file size. I am not read file content, but I should read file size. I want execute my program in rapid speed. I don't want make a program for dump other programs. My program don't dump other programs. So what is the solution? Okay, here I try to run this file. Before we are entering into PyCharm, okay, I want try to run second program. Second program you know that. Okay, how to read file content. Now we can read file content in string format. Before we are read file content in binary format. See here, this print function return binary format data. This print function return string format data. Second program. Now here third program is how to read file size. Here initially I load file data into memory. Here I find out memory has data size. Now finally try to display fs variable value. Okay, this is worst case. Already I told you. Here I press right mouse button and then press run menu item. Okay, the file size is 15. Okay, immediately display. In case if you want find out video data, then this is take long time. Don't make that kind of program. So what is the solution? Now see here, program number 4. Before we should see program number 4 description. Okay, carefully watch it out, carefully watch it out, carefully watch it out. Okay, here I open this file and then here I open description files also. Okay, here I want, okay, store in this way, and then second store in this. Okay, what is the title of program? How to find file size. This is our program name. Here also we have mentioned how to find file size. This is our program title. The main title is file handling. Subtitle is how to find file size. Okay, already you know that how to open a file from write mode or read mode. Here we are mentioned read mode. Just I want read file content only. I don't want alter file content because only here I am not mentioned W or A. Okay, good. Now we are entering it here itself. Here I open file in read mode. Carefully watch it out. This is new method. The method name is called as seek. Okay, what is the syntax of seek method? Here they are mentioned. What is the syntax of seek method? Seek method syntax is, before we should mention the file object name. FI is file object name. Next here we are mentioned seek method name. Here also we are mentioned seek method name. Okay, here we should mention how many bytes if you want skip. Here we should mention skip number of bytes. Here I want try to mention skip 0 number of bytes. Don't skip any number of bytes. So don't skip 10 number of bytes or 12 number of bytes, because only here I mentioned you please skip 0 number of bytes. Okay, what is the meaning of okay, next one, seek from. Seek from, here I mentioned 2. What is the meaning of 2? 3 constants only available here. Names are seek beginning, seek current, seek end. So these constants only found in seek from feature. Seek from feature develop 3 constants. Names are seek beginning, seek current, seek end of file. What I try to say, for example, see here, I open this file. Okay, carefully watch it out. Okay, I open this file. Now cursor blink before on 8. Carefully watch it out. Here cursor blink before on a letter. Now file cursor pointer location is 0. Now here, now file cursor pointer location blink after on first letter. Now file cursor pointer location is 1. Now here cursor blink after on G. What is the file cursor pointer location? Here found 4 letters. Now here found one new line. 4 plus 1, 5. 5 plus 3, 8. Now file cursor pointer location is 8. Okay, now cursor blink after on L. What is the file cursor pointer location? 15. How? First line has 4 characters. 4 plus 1 new line, 5. Next line has 4 character plus 1 line, 5. Now 5 plus 5, 10. Here also found 4 character plus 1 new line. So 4 plus 1, 5. Now 3 into 5 count is 15. Because of that only here I said file cursor pointer location is 15. Now this is found in end of file. Please carefully watch it out. Here I mentioned when cursor blink end of characters, that is called as end of file. File cursor pointer location now end of file, because cursor blink end of file content. Now here cursor blinked, then this kind of file cursor pointer location called as beginning of file. Now here cursor blinked, then this kind of file cursor pointer location called as end of file. Okay, in mid, this place in case cursor blinked in mid mid content of file, then what is called as file cursor pointer location called as current. Now I think you are too clear. I think Pradyush, if you have doubt.
No, it's clear.
Okay. Yeah, okay. Ilakya also I think clear. Okay. Ilakya, if you have doubt, then you please raise question. Okay. Next one.
I do have a question.
Okay. Now here I open the program file. Okay, this is program file. Here I open description files also. Okay. Here I open it, and then program file here I open. Okay. Okay. Here I already told to you three kind of seek from constants available. 0 indicate beginning of file, 1 indicate current location, 2 indicate end of file. So seek from has these constants only. Seek from not found, not handle apart from these constants. Okay, if you want shift cursor from one location into another location, then we should depending on these constant. I think now you are too clear. Okay, what is the purpose of tell method? Tell method return file cursor pointer location. It means tell method return currently available file cursor pointer location. File cursor pointer location found in which one place? This is written. Tell method return file cursor pointer location. Okay. Limitation, restriction. What is that then? Skip number of bytes required neutral or positive digit only when skip number of bytes from beginning of file or current location. Sir, I can't understand what you are trying to say. These two expect, if you want skip number of bytes, then compulsory you should mention skip number of bytes, skip number of bytes for formal parameter place. Sir, I am not understand what you are trying to say. Okay, I will show it. See here, we are mentioned to indicate end of file. Here we are mentioned 2. This 2 indicate I want shift cursor into end of file. I want shift cursor into end of file. Now cursor blinked here itself. I will show. One sec. Okay, here I open this file. Okay. One sec. Okay. Here we are mentioned skip from 2. Skip from 2 to indicate skip number of bytes from end of file. Okay. This is called as end of file. Now cursor blink end of file content. This is called as end of file. Okay, how many bytes if you want skip? I want skip 0 number of bytes. So file cursor pointer always blink here. Here we are not skip here we are not mention how many bytes if you want skip. Here we are not mention how many bytes we want skip. Since here we are mentioned 0, so cursor pointer always blink here. Now F10 again I repeat it, seek from 2, skip number of bytes from end of file. So to indicate end of file. So because of that only file cursor pointer enter ending of file content. So this is called as end of file. Okay, this to indicate end of file. Okay, how many bytes if you want skip? 0 number of bytes. So here I am not skip any number of bytes. So cursor always blink here. Now already I told to you what is the purpose of tell method. Tell method return current file cursor pointer location. File cursor pointer current location return. File cursor pointer current location return by tell method. Now tell method return cursor blink on 15th byte. So here 15 stored into fs variable. Now here I closed file with help of close method. Now finally here we are trying to display fs variable value. Fs variable value now 15. Since ftell method tell method return 15. How then? Again I repeat it, F2 indicate end of file. Here 0 indicate how many bytes if you want skip. So here 15 is 15 display by fs variable. I think now you are too clear this program. Okay, sir, in case, sir, here I mention 10. This is illegal. This is illegal format. Since how then, note it out the restriction. If you want search data from beginning of file or current location, then you should mention neutral or positive digit only. If you want skip number of bytes, then skip number of bytes required neutral or positive digits only. When skip number of bytes from beginning of file or current location. At the same time, in case you are mention end of file, then compulsory you should mention neutral value or negative value only, since your file cursor pointer found in last location. Now our file cursor pointer found in 15th location. If you want entering into 10th location, then you should mention -5. Don't mention 5, because your seek from constant number is 2 to indicate ending of file. So now what I said, ending of file, your cursor found, then you can shift cursor from forward to backward. So your cursor blink on 15th byte. If you want entering into 10th byte, then you should mention -5. So I think now you are too clear. Now next one restriction is skip number of bytes not accept negative or skip number of bytes not support negative digits. When skip number of bytes from beginning of or current, when skip number of bytes from beginning of file or current location. So I will tell later because I don't want make more confusion. Okay, here I am. Okay, this is wrong because here we are mention end of file. Don't mention positive value. Since cursor blink here, if you want, you can shift cursor backward here only. You can't shift cursor forward because forward no position, no bytes. So, sir, this is possible. For example, here I mention -10. So this is right. Yes, this is 100% valid. In case here you are mentioned -10, then now cursor blink in 15th byte. So I want entering into previous. Now new line takes 1 byte. Already I told to you. Okay, one sec again I want to open this program. Okay, open it. Okay, here I mention. Okay, here now cursor blink in 15th place. Now here we are mentioned I want skip into -10 from end of file. Okay, cursor blink here. Now we are entering into here new line available, new line occupied 1 byte. Already I told to you. So here found 4 letters. 4 plus 1, 5. Here also found 4 letters plus 1 new line. So 4 plus 1, 5. Now 5 plus 5, 10. Now cursor wait here. Remember, now cursor wait here. This place number is after on new line. Now cursor wait here exactly. Now cursor wait here exactly. Now tell method return 5. Now tell method return file cursor pointer location is 5. I think now you are too clear. Again I repeat it. Initially file cursor pointer here. Here I mention -10. Okay. Now I want skip 4 letter plus 1 new line 5. Again I want skip 4 letters plus 1 new line. Now totally I want skip 10 bytes. Now cursor wait before on E. It means new line of after on D. So A B C D and then after new line cursor blink. So that file cursor pointer location is 5. Tell method return 5. Now here tell method return 5. Pratyush, are you clear?
Yeah, I am clear.
Okay, Ilakya?
Yes, absolutely, I'm clear.
Okay. Now I want to close this. Okay, because I want to work it out this. Now we are entering into PyCharm IDE. I want to close program number. Okay, I want to open program number 4. Okay, here we are entering into end of file. Since here we are mentioned 2. 2 is a constant of end of file. Here we are skip 0 number of bytes only. So always cursor location is ending of bytes. Okay, ending of bytes number is 15. You know that. ftell method return 15 values into fs. Now fs return 15. Now this is the output. Now here I try to run this program, press right mouse button as well as press run menu item. Now This is the output. File size in bytes 15. Okay, already I told to you. So in case here we are mentioned minus 10. Okay, I want skip minus 10. Okay, good. So how many bytes skipped? So cursor blink. Okay, after on new line. Okay, this here. Okay, cursor blink here itself before on E. Already I told you. Now tell method return. Now tell method return current file cursor pointer location is 5. I am not execute this program before I want check it out. We are guessed output and this program return output both are equal or not. Okay. Now what is the output of this? Next one output is file data. If you want try to display file data, then display this data only, because file cursor pointer wait here. If you want read file data, then file can read current file cursor pointer location onwards. If you want read file content from current file cursor pointer location onwards only. You can't read file content before on file cursor pointer location content. Actually, we can't read what I tried to say. Now cursor blink here, then we can't read A, B, C, D and then new line. But we can read cursor blink here, because of that only here I said we can read current file cursor pointer location to end of file. We can read file content from current file cursor pointer location to end of file. So we can read these content only: EFGH new line, IJKL new line. So 10 bytes only we can read. Okay, now we are try to run this program. Here I want save this program and then press right mouse button and then press run menu item. Here we are try to display tell method return value only. Here we are not try to display file content. Note it out. Here we are read ftell method return value as well as stored into fs variable. Here we are try to display fs variable value only. Sir, is it possible to display rest of file content from current file cursor pointer location? Yes, that is possible. How? Here I mention one more variable, name is called as fd. Fd means the file data. That is your wish. You can mention any variable name. Okay. Here I try to read file read. What is the meaning of read method? Read method read file content from current file cursor pointer location to end of file. So now read file content. Okay, next. This file content always found in binary format. So here we want to convert binary format into string format with help of decode function. fd dot decode. Now here we are mentioned ASCII. Okay. Finally here we are trying to display file content print fd. Okay, I want save this file as well as I want try to run this file. Okay, here I press right mouse button as well as press run menu item also. See here, the file content is EFGH new line, IJKL new line. Now before execute program our guessing output and then program return output both are equal. So now we know that how to skip number of bytes from end of file. Now we know that how to skip number of file from end of file. Okay, sir, how to skip? Now this title is how to. Okay, I won't close this program. I will open next one program. That program title is also same because only I said. Okay, here I mention how many bytes if you want skip. 10 bytes I want skip from end of file. Now tell method return file and then read method read file content in binary format. This one convert binary format into string. Now here try to display file cursor pointer and then here try to display file data. Now answer is same. Already we know that because 1 minute back we saw this kind of output from fourth program. Okay, now I want try to close this file and then open next file. That file is also how to read last 3 bytes from file. Okay, how to read last 3 bytes from file. Last mean for what? End of file. Okay, here I try to open a file in read mode. I want try to open binary file in read mode. Okay, here I want shift cursor into end of file as well as I want skip 3 bytes from end of file. It means I want skip cursor from forward to backward. How many bytes I want skip? 3 bytes. Because only here I mentioned minus since we are found in end of file. Because VR means file cursor pointer location found in end of file. Because of only here we are mentioned the negative values. Okay. Now what is the ftl function return? Okay, before execute this program I want try to open this file and then explain by here itself. Okay, this is new line occupied 1 byte and then L occupied 2 byte, K occupied 3 bytes. Now cursor wait here itself. Now cursor wait here itself. Wait here itself mean for what? Cursor wait after on J. Okay, now first line has 4 bytes plus one new line 5 bytes. Now second new line has 4 letters plus one new line, so 5 bytes. Now here I and J 2 bytes. Now cursor wait here itself, then 10 plus 2 12. Now our ftl method return current file cursor pointer location is 12. That value stored in FCP variable. Okay, now I want try to read rest of content. I want try to read file content from current file cursor pointer location to end of file. In mid how many bytes are found? Only 3 bytes. What are the content? Already we told KL and then new line. These contents are read by read method as well as stored that content into FD variable. Here we are convert FD variable has binary data into string data type. Finally, string value stored into FD variable. Here close file Next here display FCP value. Now FCP value is 12. FD data FD variable return value is KL new line. Check it out. Now 12 KL new line. This is FD data return value. Now here I press Control Shift F10 for execute current program. Now our expect output and then this program return output both are equal. Now our assumption is right. Now we are entering into next program. Name is called as, what is the title? How to read first 10 bytes from file. How to read 10 bytes from file. Here I am not mention current location or ending of file. So I want read first. Please underline this word. Here I want try to read first 10 bytes. Here I want not like that first 10 bytes. Here title is wrong. How to skip first 10 bytes. This is right. How to skip first 10 bytes from file. This is exact file content. This is exact file title. This is exact file title. How to skip first 10 bytes from file. So here I mention beginning of file constant number. Beginning of file constant number is 0. Here I mention 10. This 10 indicate how many bytes I want skip. Here you skip 10 bytes from beginning of file. So this is the meaning of this statement. This statement skip 10 bytes from beginning of file. Okay. FTEL return current file cursor pointer location is 10 because here we are skip 10 bytes. So here found FCP variable has 10. Now file cursor pointer location is 10. Okay. I want read after on file cursor pointer location like 10 to, not like that exactly 10 because we are skip 10 bytes. So I want read content from 11th bytes to end of file. Here I want try to read file content from 11th bytes to end of file. Actually you know that file size is 15. Now file content, rest of file content has rest of file content has I, J, K, L and new line only. So these data only stored into FD variable, and then here we are convert binary to string with the help of decode method. Finally here we are close file. Now FCP variable return 10. FD variable return string data. That string data convert by decode method. That decode method convert value from binary. That binary value read from file. You know that. So what is the output? I, J, K, L new line display here. FTEL method return current file cursor pointer location is 10. Now see here the output is current file cursor pointer location is 10. Now here display I, J, K, L as well as new line. Don't forget to set new line. I, J, K, L is 4 bytes, new line take 1 bytes. Now I want try to run this program with help of Control Shift F10. Now we are assumption and then this program file return output both are equal. So what I try to say, This program explanation is also correct. Now we are entering into next program. What is the next program? Okay, here I want skip 3 bytes. How to skip first 3 bytes from file. I want read file content from 4th bytes onwards. I want read file content from 4th bytes onwards. 4th bytes onwards, 2 words. 2 words is means end of file. I want read file content from 4th bytes to end of file. So here I mention 0. You know that 0 is a constant number of beginning of file. 0 is a constant number of beginning of file. So here we are mentioned 0. How many bytes if you want skip? I want skip 3 bytes. Because of that only here we are mentioned 3. Okay. Now ftl method return 3 since file cursor pointer location now 3. So that value stored into FCP variable. Now here try to read file content after on 3rd bytes onwards. It means I want read file content from 4th bytes to end of file. So what is the 4th byte after 4th byte? So this is now read method return I selected datas only into FD variable. Now FD variable has these datas only in binary format. D new line, EFGH new line, IJKL new line. So these contents are stored into FD variable. You know that here we are convert value from binary to string with help of decode function. Converted value again stored into FD variable. So here convert value from binary to string, that converted string value stored into FD variable. Now here try to display FCP variable has value. What is the FCP variable then? 3 FD data has 4th bytes to end of file. Like D2 after on L new line. Okay. Now see here. Now tell method return value is 3. Now D2 L after on new line output displayed here. Okay. Now here I want try to run this program. Here I press right mouse button as well as press run menu item. Now our expectation output and then this program return output both are equal. So our understanding concept is right. Okay. Now I try to close this. Again I open next program. What is the purpose of next program? Okay. See here, how to skip file cursor pointer location from another file cursor pointer location. I want skip number of bytes from already skipped number of bytes. I want skip number of bytes from already skipped number of bytes. Sir, I have not understand what you are trying to say. I will explain. How to skip file cursor pointer location from another file cursor pointer location. Okay. Initially I want skip 3 bytes from beginning of file. Here I want try to skip 3 bytes from beginning of file. Okay, now we are entering into here itself. Now cursor pointer here. Since here we are try to skip 3 bytes only from beginning of file. Now cursor pointer wait here itself. Now again I want skip 5 bytes from current location. Again I want skip 5 bytes from current file pointer, sorry, again I want skip file by, again I want skip 5 bytes from file cursor pointer location. Again I want skip file cursor pointer location. Okay, already we are skipped 3 bytes. Again I want skip 5 bytes from current file cursor pointer location onwards. I don't want skip 5 bytes beginning of file. I don't want I don't want skip 5 bytes from end of file. I want skip 5 bytes from current file cursor pointer location onwards. Okay, again now here we are entering here itself. First byte and then new line take 1 byte. So now skipped 2 bytes. This is 3 and then 4 and then 5. Now cursor, now file cursor pointer location, wait after on 8th byte. Now cursor, now file cursor pointer location is, now file cursor pointer location is 8. Since initially we are skip 3 bytes from beginning of file. Initially we are skip 3 bytes beginning of file. Next I want skip 5 bytes from current file cursor pointer location onwards. So 3 plus 5, 8. Now cursor, now file cursor pointer location is 8. Now cursor blank here. Now tell method return 8 as well as tell method return these content only. Since already I told you, if you want read file data, then you can read file data after on current file cursor pointer location onwards to end of file. You can't read before found file cursor pointer location data. I think now you are too clear what I tried to say. Now file cursor pointer, now file cursor pointer location is that, now file cursor pointer location is this, then we can read forward data only. We can't read backward data. We can't read backward data. This is I want try to set to you. Okay, now tell method return 8 as well as read method return I selected content only in binary format. Now here we are verify. Okay, tell method return 8, read method return h new line I j k l new line. These contents stored into FD variable. Now here convert FD variable value from binary data type into string data type. Now here we are try to close file as well as here try to display file cursor pointer variable value. Here we are try to display file data like FD variable value. Okay. Now again I repeat it. This is this variable return 8. This variable return after on 8 bytes content. Now see here, these contents are displayed here. Now 8 sorry, here this 8 number displayed by tell method. So now I think you are too clear. Now we are close this. So finally we are saw one program name is called as how to append new content after on old content. This concept name is called as append. Okay, before we should see what some description. The title is how to add content into already exist file. This is title of program, how to add new content into already exist file. What is the difference between append and insert? Append mean add new content after on old content. Sir, I am not understand what you are trying to say. For example, here cursor blink, then you can add new content here itself. For example, here I add new content, some new content. That is your wish. Okay. So this is called as append. Since we are not disturb old content, we are add new content after on old content. So this kind of concept called as append. Okay, I want add new content in between old content. I want add new content in between old content. For example, I want try to add new content here itself. So this is called as, okay, this is your wish. You can add any number of characters, but you can in case you are add new content in between old content, then this kind of concept called as insert. So now you are to clear what is the difference between append and insert. Pradyush, are you clear?
Yes.
Okay. Ilakya?
Yes, yes.
Okay, good. Now I continue. Next, here, what is the purpose of AB? A means A mode open a file in append mode. A mode open a file in append mode with binary format. B indicate binary format. In case I am not mentioned B, then we are open a file in append mode text file format. Nothing. In case we are put B, then we are open a file in append mode in binary format. In case we are not using B, then just we are using A only. For example, sir, here I am using A only. So this is indicate here we are try to open a file in append mode in text file format. Okay, but here we are mentioned B. Okay, now here we are try to open a file in append mode in binary file format. Okay, this is most important. In case file already found, then we can open already existing file. In case file is not found, then append mode make new file. For example, intro.txt file already not found, then append mode automatically create new file. In case intro.txt file already found, then append mode just open that file. Append mode does not override already exist content. I think now you are too clear. Okay, now return back here itself. What I tried to say, again I open this file intro.txt. Okay, now already exist content, this intro.txt exists these content only. What are the content? ABCD new line, EFGH new line, IJKL new line. Now bytes is 15. Don't forget. Here display 15. Here display 15 bytes. Okay. After I want to execute this file content, you can see what is the file size. Okay. See here, already I told you, according to above statement, F data variable data type is string, because here we are using string values only. Here we are not using binary. Binary, then compulsory you should mention here B. That's all. So here we are not mentioned B literal. In case here we are mentioned B, then this content category is binary. So here we are not use B literal. So this content category is string. What I try to say, see here, now cursor blink, end of line, now cursor blink, end of line. Okay, good. Now cursor blink, end of line, that line filled by MNOP content. Now here just I want preview, just I want show preview. Okay, MNP content found here. Now here we are trying to make one new line. Okay, now here I press enter key. After that here we are trying to paste 4 letters. What are the letters? Q, R, S, T. After that we want to make new line. Okay, good. Now here I try to press enter key. Now I want add 10 bytes. MNOP new line 5 bytes. QRST new line 5 bytes. 5 plus 5 10. Already this file size is 15. Now file size is, after on append program execution, file size is 25 bytes. Now I am not save this, since just I preview, just now I preview. What kind of output will occur after on append program execution? Now here I minimize this, again I open this file. Now old content only found, carefully watch it out, old content only found, again I show it. Okay, now this file created at 1921. Now time is 2029. Okay, now here I maximize PyCharm ID. Okay, here I want convert string data into binary data with help of encode method. Now I want add binary data into FI object. FI object open one file, name is called as intro.txt. In which one mode? Binary mode, sorry, append mode. Sorry, open method, open one file, name is called as intro.txt. In which one method? Append mode. Append mode permit for add new content after on old content. Now here we are try to add MNP new line, QRST new line. These content I want try to add already exist content. Okay, now here I added new content after on old content. Finally I want try to close this file. Okay, now here just I want display one output statement for our confirmation. Successfully we are added new file content after on old content or not. Okay, because only here I give file updated message. Now I press right mouse button as well as press run menu item. Now file updated, output is display here. Now return back to file manager, as well as here I double click on intro.txt. See here, intro.txt file modified date and time is 20 and 31. Okay, before display 1921, but now display 20 and 31. Before display 1921, now display 20 and 31. Okay, now I double click. Now updated content is also displayed here. I think now you are too clear. Updated content is also displayed here. Now these lines we are added newly. These contents we are added. These contents are new content. These contents are old content. I think now you are too clear how to develop file handling using write, read and append mode in binary format. How to develop binary file using write, read and append mode. Plus, we know that how to develop file handling using some methods. What are the methods? We know that write method, read method, seek method and close method. Now we know that some method names are write method, read method, seek method, tell method and close method. Now we know that 5 methods in file handling, as well as we know that only one function name is called as open. Open is called as function. That function help for how to develop file handling. 5 methods is also help file handling concept. 3 modes also helping for develop file handling concept. Two kind of files available. One is text file format, another one is binary file format. Today we saw only one file format, name is called as binary file format. Any doubt in today class? Pradyush?
One thing, if
Yeah.
you put B over there in F data, then no need of the next line, right? Ninth line.
Here this one sorry.
No, in the sixth line, if you put B, then it will be binary now at the starting.
Here okay, here you are put like this, right?
Yeah.
Yes, no need that, right? Your answer is your doubt is correct.
Okay.
Directly you are mentioned B, then no need encode function.
Okay.
Now your doubt is clear, I think.
Yeah.
Okay. Elekya?
Yes.
Okay. Now today class is over. Meet on day after tomorrow. I think day after tomorrow is your last Python class. Thank you for watching this class.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Recording stopped.